I have found some really amazing finds on Amazon recently, and these are not Black Friday, but they are Black Friday prices. Now, I'm going to share with you some eyeshadow sticks that blew my mind that might as well be high-end, and I have tried so many high-end eyeshadow sticks that I know what I'm talking about. And I'm also going to share with you some blush, some multi-sticks, a cream bronzer that is so good. Then I have one thing for the home that I have to share with you. And I'm also going to share with you a couple sweater finds that I think are totally worth checking out. So let's get into it. First of all, I want to share with you these eyeshadow sticks because honestly, they are so stinking good that they could be high end. If I did like a little test and I couldn't see what they were or know how much they cost, I would 100% think that these were just as good as my $42 by Terry eyeshadow sticks. These are by L'Oreal. They are called LeShadow sticks, and I ordered like 4 different colors, but I'm only going to show you 3 today because these 3 are the 3 that I think are the perfect eyeshadow sticks. The first one is kind of like a pale pink nude mauve tone, and it is so beautiful. They glide on really smoothly. They feel almost wet. They kind of feel wet and cooling. And then you can blend them in with your finger. You can blend them in with a brush. I used a BK Beauty brush and I just blended them in. And then when they set, they go nowhere. They are absolutely incredible. And I will put all the colors, I'll put them in the description box next to the link for each one so that you know what I'm talking about. But this one, seriously, I could see that working on so many people. It would be perfect as an all over lid wash that really kind of doubles as a primer. The color reminds me a lot of the Painterly Paint Pot from MAC, only maybe a tiny bit more pigment, just a little tiny bit darker. But what a perfect like primer for the eyes to cancel out any discoloration and then to give like an even canvas, and you could just wear it as a wash of color. This would look so gorgeous on people with dark brown eyes. So beautiful. I love to pair this with one of the other darker shades and kind of do an eyeshadow look that sticks around all day. Does not go anywhere on my face. Doesn't move down my face. Just sticks right where I put it, right where I blended it out. The cool thing about these two is that there is a matte brown that is a mid dark shade. It's not dark, but it is a mid dark shade. So it looks like this. I used to love this shade from by Terry, and it was a brown and it was a matte shade. They got rid of it. I can't find it. I have looked for it for years. It was $42 and I happily spent the $42 because I loved it so much and it lasted me forever. This is that shade, only it's less than $10 from L'Oreal. So gorgeous. And like I said, once you put it on and you can blend it out, you can use your finger, you can use a brush, whatever, it sticks around like nobody's business. The other one that I wanted to show you that I think is really worth looking at, that I think a lot of us would like, is this kind of cocoa shade. It's a shimmering dark brown. Again, it is like the smoothest, easiest to put on. Doesn't tug, doesn't pull, doesn't skip, nothing like that. Has this wet cooling feeling, which is really interesting. And then when it dries down, it is like bulletproof, but it has got a little bit of a shimmer in it. And it honestly looks just like a slightly darker version of Cocoa from Laura Mercier, or there is a dark kind of cocoa color from Bobbi Brown that also looks a lot like this. This is as good, if not better, than either one of those, and it's a fraction of the cost. So this was such an amazing find on Amazon, and like I said, under 10 bucks. Okay, the next thing that blew my mind is these Melted Sun cream bronzers from Catrice. These are also super duper affordable, but again, if I had to do a blind swatch test, I would not know that I'm looking at something that is super duper affordable, or if I was looking at Say, or if I was looking at Ilia, or if I was looking at Rare Beauty. I honestly would not be able to tell the difference because these are just as good. The tone of them, which they're coming up on camera slightly warmer than they do in real life. They do look a little bit warmer. They're like a neutral warm color. They're not too orangey on the skin. They go on and blend out like a dream. They have just enough pigment to give you actually this nice wash of color. Put it up here across my knuckles. That's the darker shade, just the perfect undertone. I use a brush. I used a BK Beauty, the Nikki LaRose. This is the N115. I use this to buff it in kind of in a C, and then I start to go a little bit under my eyes. I go over my nose. I like to go along my jawline. I do all of that with bronzer because I like to kind of sculpt the face a little bit. Today I am wearing the lighter shade, but I've actually tried the darker shade too, and I can get away with it with a light hand because it blends out so well. So the lighter shade, you can see, is this neutral, slightly warm color. I'll put it down here. That really, really looks like a high-end cream bronzer. The way it applies, the way that it feels, the way that it dries down. It's dewy, but it's not waxy. It doesn't dry down to a powder, so to me, it's really nice for mature skin that wants to look hydrated and doesn't want to look greasy, but I definitely don't want to look matted out. Anyway, these are the Catrice cream bronzers. So good, you guys. Like, such a steal on Amazon. Catrice as a brand, I usually find some really great things from Catrice, and these are no exception. Next thing I want to share is these little multi-sticks from e.l.f. Now, these are, obviously you're supposed to be able to wear them on your eyes, on your lips, on your cheeks. I primarily use them as a bronzer topper, and they kind of function as a blush and also a highlighter. They're not super duper shimmery. There's absolutely no glitter in them, but there is a hint of kind of a luminescence in them. They look like this. I got these two colors. I will list the colors in the description box. They're so stinking pretty. They go on like a wash of color. There's a lot of pigment in them, and personally, I would not swipe them on and then blend them out. I think it would be too much pigment. So what I do is I actually take I think this is the 112. The BK Beauty 112. Yes, it is angled. And I learned this from Lisa J. I actually will put the product onto, I'm using the lighter shade today. I put the product onto the brush, and then I kind of stipple it onto my cheek, and it just sort of blows it out and looks so pretty on top of bronzer. And because it is that combo of a blush and also a highlighter, you get just a little bit of kind of a luminosity, but it's an adult luminosity. It is not glittery or anything like that. So stinking pretty. And that wash of blush is also really, really nice, especially this time of year. I feel like I just get more and more pale. And so this is another thing. I love it. It's such a fun find. They're very diminutive. They're little. They remind me actually of like the Milk Makeup, those little guys. They might be tiny bit bigger than that. I'm going off of memory, but what they are is a fraction of the cost of the Milk Makeup, and they're gorgeous. So this is a huge win from e.l.f. Last makeup thing I want to share with you guys is by Essence. Now, I picked up the Essence Lash Primer, and I also picked up the Essence the Lash Princess in Brown. And I want to share this with you because this is something that kind of is hit and a miss. The primer is absolutely fantastic. It rivals my Dior primer. I think it's just as good as my Lancome primer. It is a fantastic lash primer. So I have now used this with the Lash Princess. I've also used it with my Thrive 2B mascara. I have used it with several different mascaras, and it is so good. It definitely does help to build up your lashes, make them look longer, make them look thicker, make the whole situation stick around a little bit longer. I will say that I wasn't really thrilled with the Lash Princess in brown. I feel like with a primer, without a primer, no matter how I tried to use it, it just was underwhelming. And I have used Lash Princess for years. I have used it, you know, hit and miss. And I've always used the black tube with the purple on it. And I mean, I'm telling you, it was like, wow, it really gave great lashes. The only downside was that sometimes it would flake and that kind of thing, but I kind of accepted it for how good it made my lashes look. Like, it was one of those that was like, if you were gonna go out and you were gonna be out to dinner and you're only gonna be out for a couple hours or whatever, and you wanted really great eyes, that Lash Princess was perfect because it would last that long before it started to kind of degrade. But I wouldn't want it for like an all day wear because I would end up, you know, whatever. So it was a situational type of mascara. So I thought, brown, I am so into brown mascaras. My Thrive in the Crystal is my holy grail. It is a brown mascara that is tubing and I love it, but it's expensive. I'm on subscription for Thrive and it's expensive. So when I saw that they came out with this in brown, I'm like, I'm gonna give that a try because if it's good, I could get like many tubes of this for the Thrive. Well, it's not really that good. And you guys, I thought it was gonna be so good that I bought 2 at once because it's super duper affordable. Let me know if you've tried this Lash Princess. Maybe there's something that I can do. Maybe I got a bad tube because I haven't opened the other one. It could be that I got a bad tube. So I'd love to hear from you, or if you have any tips or tricks that you might wanna share. So I thought I would tell you about the fail and the really, really good thing that I got, which is the primer. Okay, I wanna share these sweaters, you guys. I wore this exact same sweater, but in a pink in a video recently, and I had so many questions about it. I shared it over on Instagram because I got tons of questions over there. Such a stinking cute sweater. I ordered it off of Amazon. Once I got the pink one and I knew I loved it, I went back and I have now ordered it in black. I have it in black. I also now have it coming in like a kind of beigey purple color. It's arriving next week. I also bought it in this cute Merry Christmas. I literally never buy clothes that are like Christmas theme. I just don't do that. But I love this sweater so much that I thought this is actually kind of cute. It's on Amazon, so it's not crazy expensive or anything like that. And it's kind of fun for the season. So I thought I would share this with you guys because it's a fun find for sure. I have found some really cute clothes on Amazon recently. Let me know down below if you would like a video with my Amazon clothing finds. I haven't done that because that's not exactly my channel, but I have found a bunch of really fun clothing finds on Amazon. I will link my Amazon storefront and I will link a page to the cute tops that I have found in case you're curious. And if you follow me over on Instagram, I usually will link the cute tops that I find, because when I find a cute top on Amazon, I usually go back and buy it in different colors because they're usually super duper affordable, and that's just a great way to boost your wardrobe for not a lot of money. Anyway, so this was a fun find. The last thing I want to share with you, and then I want to direct you to my Amazon storefront because I will have a Black Friday page with the best deals that I have found. I will list it over there if you're curious what I'm into, what I'm getting, a gift guide, you know, all of that good stuff. I will have that over on my Amazon storefront. But this is something that I wanted to share with you that is exceptional. I love the Autumn Plum from Nest, the candle. It is a candle that I rebuy all the time. I spend a decent amount of money on that candle. I no longer really go to Bath & Body Works. I no longer buy practically any other candles because I love that scent so much. My daughter even said that her friends say that that's the smell of our, like they recognize that smell as like my house signature scent. I love it so much. So when I saw that Nest actually makes little like diffusers that go with the Pura scent system, I ordered it. Now I have the aromatherapy, the Aroma 360. I have that tower thing that I spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on, and I have purchased the little scent oils that go with it. And honestly, I sort of liked the scent oil, but I didn't love it, but I liked it enough, and I liked that it would, you know, scent my house, and I'm into that. I like that. If you are not into that, that is okay, but I am into that. When I saw this and I saw that they have a little tower that isn't even $100, I think it's $79, just like my Aroma 360 device, that you can connect to an app and you can control when it goes on, when it goes off. If you are gone and you have somebody that's going to come check on your house and you want it to just do a little bit of scent from your phone, you can tell it to, you know, put off a little bit of scent. And the kicker for me, for sure, was that it had the option of the Autumn Plum and Nest. Now, these are not cheap, but I have found that they last a really long time. I've kind of been switching to these from the candles because of the app. I just really like the idea that I can control when the scent is going to happen. It's just super duper cool, and it is sort of like that Aroma 360, only way more affordable and much, much better scent. So I wanted to point that out to you because I think that that would be an absolutely amazing gift. I recommend that scent. Nobody I know has ever smelled Autumn Plum and not liked it. So if you are somebody who's into home fragrance, just give it a sniff, and it's a great gift idea. If you are somebody who knows somebody else who might like home fragrance, gorgeous gift. So I wanted to share that with you today as well. All right, you guys, I hope that you are having the most wonderful week. I hope you enjoyed this little Amazon video, and I will talk to you in my next skincare video. Take care.